Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
It's time to catch up with my good friend and broadcaster Grant Nisbett and check out what he's been doing and what he hasn't been doing. You're playing a little bit of bowls, haven't you, but not much.
G'day, Ron. Yeah, just sort of getting started for the season, really. A combination of things. So haven't played a lot. Filled in at the weekend in the Wellington Open fours, but we didn't do any good. But nevertheless, it was a bit of fun, and Saturday was a lovely day for it.
Yeah, it certainly was. The weather's been outstanding up here today, and I know it's been damn good in Wellington as well. Well, let's talk a little bit of cricket, because you would have had one eye on bits of that today, and that was an outstanding performance by this New Zealand side, who were under a hell of a lot of pressure against England, but they whipped them. Yeah,
they did, well and truly. Got a little bit nerve-wracking after tea there when the two bowlers were hacking it around, but you just had the feeling that eventually they'd fall over, and they did. And that's a good performance, a really good performance on a pretty lifeless track, really. It took towards the end of 5 days to get a result, but that's what Test cricket's all about. And it probably kills the argument of those who want a Test cricket to go 4 days. I think 5 days actually stalks the whole show out, and there were some great individual performances, as we know, and they'll take a bit of confidence now, so they can't lose the series. I think the only real worry is the injury to Trent Boult, which means they may have to either play Ferguson or Matt Henry in the Test in Hamilton. But no, great result.
Yeah, Neil Wagner, he's a gutsy player, isn't he? He gets out there, and you've seen enough of him over the years too, and he gives everything on a pitch that wasn't really doing that much, and you pick up a fifer.
Yeah, look, he just plugs away. He's as you say, he's gutsy. He's very fit, obviously, and he just runs in and bowls. And some criticise him a bit for bowling a bit too short, but he can be quite intimidating. And particularly with blokes whose techniques aren't too flash. And he picked up some very important wickets today. In fact, getting 5 wickets in the second innings, he seems to bowl a lot better in the second innings when the pitch is flatter than he perhaps does when it's got a bit of grass on it early in the piece. So, look, he's become an integral part of it. And, he's just one of the strings that Williamson can call on. But as I say, there is a bit of doubt over Trent Boult, but they won't want to risk him with a trip to Australia coming up within the next month or so. So I think if there's any doubt at all about his fitness, they'll probably hold him back.
No, they'd have to, I think. And the skipper's a bit the same too. He's got a hip problem, which doesn't appear to be going away, so he left the field as well. Santner had a great game as well. I thought it was a brilliant 100 he got, but he bowled superbly, particularly last night.
Yeah, he didn't get any more wickets today, but I think he did his job. And, yeah, those 3 wickets really swung it. If England had gone to stumps last night with maybe 1 wicket down or even no wickets down, they would have probably felt pretty confident about batting the day out. But 3 down meant that they were pretty vulnerable, and so it turned out. I think they only lost 1 before lunch, but then they lost 4 in the session between lunch and tea, and that pretty much sealed their fate.
Okay, yeah. Well, a Test match to come, and I think Lockie Ferguson will get the nod to play in this Test match, because obviously he had a chance of playing there, and they said no. But I think he'll have to. They'd have to give him a crack.
Yeah, I think they need to find out, don't they? Because if he plays well there, they need to take him to Australia where the wickets are a lot quicker. So I think they need to try him out at least. He does bowl pretty damn fast and can get the ball up to 150. Well, Australia's got a very good opening attack, so I think we need to match them in that regard. So if he can do the job in Hamilton, not sure what the pitch will be like there, but we'll wait and see. But I think probably, although New Zealand cricket selectors tend to be conservative, and I wonder whether they might go with Matt Henry, but I think Ferguson's worth a crack.
Okay, speaking of selections, and I know you've talked about it with me a little bit, but who are you picking is going to get the All Blacks job?
Well, I don't like to say this, but I haven't got a clue, because I think what we need to know is who they're going to take in as their running mate. And I think that is really going to be the killer. I think Foster and Robertson both have pretty good credentials, but I think the interviewing panel is going to want to know who are they taking with them. And I see there was some speculation around in newspapers over the weekend that Foster might call in John Plumtree, might even have a word with Joe Schmidt. Haven't heard what Scott Robertson's doing. I know, or we all know now, that he approached Tony Brown, but Brown said, well, I'm going to stick with Jamie Joseph. So that was the end of that. I don't know who's left. I really don't. So, but he may come up with a wild card. So it's a difficult question today, but I think that's how important it is. I think that is the key. Who will they take with them?
Yeah, they got to have someone there that they can work with. I don't know whether the Robertson thing will go with the other guy or the other guy go with Robertson. I think if it was me, I'd still go with the younger guy. Get him in there to be the boss.
Yeah, but again, it'll be hard to know. Of the coaches who are left around the place, who he'd take with him, I really don't know. There is an argument to say that for sure. I just wonder whether it's a wee bit early for Scott Robertson. I mean, he's won 3 consecutive Super Rugby titles, but he's won it with the very best team. I'd like to see him have another go now that he's lost the Kieran Reeds and the Owen Frankses and the Matt Todds and the Sam Whitelock's probably not going to be there much of this year. Will he be quite as good? That's the question I have to ask. But anyway, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, mate. Okay, as always, great to talk to you. You have a nice week, won't you? And enjoy.
Good on you, Ron.
And get out and practice.
Yeah, I know.
And get up here and play some bowls with me too. That'll be great.
All right, mate.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
That is Grant Nisbett with us here on your live and local station, Beach FM 106.3.
106.3 Beach FM.